Hello, humans and non-humans alike, and good ever applies to you. Today we are back on Pillars of Eternity PS4 Let's Play, where we are getting the fuck out of here. Because shit, I'm dealing with this. Alright, it's finally time to go to where we're supposed to go for the main story. We've gone completely around the damn place. I expect this bridge to be in working order, or you will hear me complain to whatever local labor unions you belong to. I demand compensation for my time. And just look at poor Durance. He's and kinda there have rib and limb damage. Alright, yeah, this shit's maps full out and everything. Okay. And we have more of those people who donated or gave money to Kickstarter people wandering around. So I think we're in the right place. That's what those yellow symbols are supposed to mean, I think. Commoner, hello. Even more reasonable people in Defiance Bay. Well, I'm pretty reasonable. That's good advice. Goose and Fox. I'll keep that in mind. Expedition, huh? And honest, I wouldn't say I'm honest. I mean, I've done my fair share of murders. Ah, what? What? You want something? You want to fight me?
Good day, stranger.
Discard Forgan. What can you tell me about Defiance Bay? Sorry, I don't have time right now, but it sounds like that dozen crack Rowan is throwing up trouble again. He'd be all too happy to give you a rundown of the city, liberally flavored with dozens of propaganda, of course. So, if you don't want me to hear the damn propaganda, maybe you should tell me. Okay, I'm looking for Temple of Vodka. Scratch this good. Not sure why you'd want to go there. It's in the first fires, you really want to see it. And what's wrong? Thousands of them, truth be told. We've got refugees coming in from all parts, and there's some misguided notion that things are actually better here. The legacy somehow passes over, so they show up with no prospects and little money and just end up making a worse mess of things. No offense. Good luck to you. Well, luckily for you, I don't care about the whole kid thing, because I'm a godlike, so shit. I just shoot blanks. And time to go through the copper lane. Okay, just as a obligatory check to make sure everything's recording. I don't know when that paranoia is gonna pass me. It will someday, but not today. But today, we are paranoid out of our fucking minds. And if we could, we would probably be in a... Oh, that was Act 1? Wow.
Defiance Bay. The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by Whiteone's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Seriously. Alright, let's see if we can actually have some more conversations with people. It's been a while. Okay, nope, nothing. Let's move on. Durance, you must have something to say.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, Aethys was the god.
Well, there's nothing else to really keep asking, is there? Get things all grayed out. There. The Crucible Knights have been warning everyone to stay out of the catacombs. They're not safe anymore.
Defiance Bay. If ever there was a dry field in need of a cleansing flame, you have found it.
Durant, please stay the fuck away from me. Hey, animancers aren't the problem here. Wait, oh, okay, so he's green on the bottom.
Gods keep you.
Rowan's arms are crossed and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You've picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing from the frontier find this legacy no better here. It's the Animancers. The Mogrins scorch them, and they nest in this city like rats. You mark my word, though. Dozens are gonna put a stop to it. What exactly are you doing here? He addresses the crowd, which buzzes with angry chatter, trying to get folks to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animancers dangerous liberties. Okay, what do you actually know about animancy, or are you just burning the books before the reading them causes, like, your brain to fall out your ears or something? The study and manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. The Ederians at least have the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you could say about them. It's not like magic, chanting, or the soul reading those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Ingwithan times, which is why you'll see animancers tinkering with old Ingwithan artifacts. Kind of raises a fist to confiscate into it. Half true, Saul. But he's an enthusiastic performer, or I'll give him that. He shakes his head. Trouble is, the Animancer's got no idea what half those artifacts actually do, not they'll admit it. And tell me about the dozens. It sounds like I should kill them all. He tests it. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of the Animancers and tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crystal Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Just like a militia, the dozens, except for the training, and the discipline, and the code of honor. His eyes moves, and we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. If you have any interest in hearing more, stop by Ahmed's Den sometime. The expedition hall. A lot of free thinkers in there, and such stray old nonsense the nobles and animators want to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. Yeah, no one sees the irony, free thinkers, and let's burn the Animancers? No? Okay. Alright, tell me about Defiance Bay, and kind of keep the propaganda to a minimum. It is the capital of the free Palatinates of Deerwood. We started out as a capital of an Enderian colony, but we booted the flaccid scepter from these lands 150 years ago. These days are a major port, receiving trade and visitors from all over the world. But we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Andre's Gift, Brackenberry, and Heritage Hill. It ticks each off on a cow's finger. Tell me about the Copper Lane. That's the one we're in right now, I think. This here is the Copper Lane, the half scuffed boot on the cobblestones. It's primarily a market district, but you've also got the Expedition Hall directly north of here, where you can join tracks into the wilds. It's also where my fellow dozen martyrs and I tend to meet up with the other concerned citizens. Oh god, he calls himself martyrs. He points to the long, domed building western north of the region. And that's a hall of revealed mysteries. Eerie place, you ask me, but they've got the biggest library in Deerwood. Try not to burn it down, Rowan. I hear they have some animancy books, but they also have some decent cookbooks. I want those. Eerie indeed. It might be less so if more kids step inside. Perhaps we ought to visit, my dear. Just see just what mysteries are revealed. Oh no, I used the same voice. Eerie indeed. It might be less so if more kids step inside. Perhaps we ought to visit, McTeer, and see just what mysteries are revealed. Nice on you with Brackenberry. The noise of disgust aroused in the store. Nobility didn't sail back to AD or stayed there. Most of the families there trace their lineage back to old imperial times. Other than a lot of has-been nobility, you've got Hadrit House, where Lady Webb and her spies operate, and Brackenberry Sanitarium, the main cesspit of animancy in the city. Alright, tell me about the First Fires. That's where the revolution started, hence the name. These days it's overrun with politicians and panderers, but we'll take it back someday. That's where you'll find the Ducal Palace, the Valiant Embassy, and the Crucible Keep. Chase said. The Crucible Knights were the original freedom fighters in Defiance Bay, but now they're just struttering peacocks with their eyes and fancy titles and their heads up their asses. There's an old temple of Vodka there, too. We keep it real nice for her. Alright, tell me about Andra's gift. Got the name because it was a wetland that was drained back in the Imperial days. Now it's a seedy district, populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs. It's a fun place, too, if you know where to look. Look for a place called the Salty Mast when you're there. Other than that, it's mostly warehouses and abandoned homes. Oh, I'm guessing that's a local brothel with the name Salty Mast. That's a good one. Okay, tell me about Heritage Hill. Shivers. Used to be one of the more prestigious districts in the city. Heroes of the Revolution claim plots up there, next to an ancient and glistening tower and the city cemetery. Had the best views in Defiance Bay. Attracts the richer types these days. Lots of animated patrons. Crowd and lowers the voice. You wouldn't have heard, but something happened over there a couple of months ago. The authorities sealed it off and they're keeping their mouths shut. But mark my words, Animance used to blame. Yeah, no. Get away from me. You damn lunatic. Okay, I want to stay away from the expedition hall. World map. Doll's house. Francis' house. All of revealed mysteries. Scrivener's dormitory. Oh, okay, no, that just, puts in more districts. Okay, then. Actually, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now then, Goose and Foxes again. Moondala. Why does that name sound familiar? I have no idea. Let me check on my journals, see. Okay, we're gonna go to Temple Vodka, which is in the First Fires. Long Hunt isn't here. I've learned of the Green Mother's past for a bit. Master Below, Time and Tide, yeah. Well, we tried going through the Endless Pass. It's a bit difficult. And, okay, Edit believes in an archive in the Ducal Palace. Alright, let's go there then. Okay. Yep, so we're gonna go to the Ducal Palace then. Which was in, I think they said First Fires, right? Yep, there. Shit, I actually just completely forgot everything he said. Okay, wait. Combat log, here we go. Resize. Okay, wetlands. Yeah, okay, I was right, it was First Fires. Let's just send that all the way back down. Okay, oh, wait. Oh, it puts a symbol up saying, doing a talk thing. Oh, that's a lot more helpful.
The dozens. Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Said there'd be less of them.
Why do they call themselves the Dozens? It was 12 Deerwoodens stood outside Howgate Citadel waiting for Wade to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate. So that's what they did. And we know about the Godhammer already. Yeah, wait, nothing serious, nothing I don't have against a lot of folks anyway. The Dozens, they like to take things into their own hands. It gets ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Guildvale, but they'd be right at home there. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted and feel like it was right. It had nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke Margaret too, when they especially want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she'd like to set them on fire anytime they use her name. The gods probably got rules against that kind of thing. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing like that. Proof that the gods are just, but I want to give a little of that. Sorry, dear. You gotta deal with these people, too. Let's keep moving then, shall we? I'd like to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Let's check out the marketplace. I mean, I already sold them myself. Heritage Hill claims another curious soul. Who are you? Please move along. I have a long list to get through. And this is the marketplace then. What do you sell?
Welcome!
Laura. The young woman stands by a cart, watching the crowd with large, bright eyes that focus on you as you approach. Take your time, traveler. If you're looking for enchanted scrolls or garb, you've come to the right place. And what? Whoa, what is this? Feel fade. Only usable by priests. +1 first level. Oh shit. Okay, that's pretty good. But 14,000. Shit. Okay, you have a lot of good shit, lady. I'll be back. I will definitely be back. Narma.
Welcome.
Merchant fellows politely. Well met, traveler. Are you interested in purchasing any rations for your journey? Basically, this is where you purchase your cooking supplies. And you are the weapons.
Hail and well met.
What's their name? Book. Yep. Sorry. Look. I need names, ideas. I'm terrible. Like, legitimately just terrible at names. Naming things. You don't want me to name anything. Trust me. So, anyway, Ingrid stands behind a stall, polishing a broadsword. The pattern flesh around his eyes is wrinkled with age, and the muscles in his arms are knotty and lean, but he holds the weapon with ease. He nods at you. Come to take a look. You'll find a finer collection of armor and weaponry in Defiance Bay. Outside Sonald's, of course. Flashes a crooked grin. Sonald, too. What's so special about Sonald? She operates in the Expedition Hall. Jerks thumb over the shoulder. Sells the best equipment in the city, but Wenin keeps her on a short leash. Keeps a fine inventory reserved for chartered expeditionists, members of the dozens, and anyone else he takes a liking to. Asshole. Give me the guns. I want the guns. Oh wait, what does this do? Forest Aim. Unique Warbrow, two-handed. Flying, +4 accuracy, +30% damage. So, oh, okay, that's a bow that restores your health. That's, damn. How much is that? 10,000? I could actually afford that. Scepter. Damn. People selling a lot of good shit. Like, I don't suppose I could just kill and rob you, can I? Pike's Pride, what is this? Unique medium armor. Okay. It's not too good, but decent-ish. The Dunree Demon. +2 intellect. Oh. If I was a mage or something, I'd probably go for that, but... since we're meeting for the first time, I may as well buy a little bit of something. This is basically just the, look around the stores, see what's good. What's not good. What I want to work towards. I want to say, Paragon, hello again. Yolan Woon says in familiar tone. Thanks for visiting my store. Still trying to recover from losing that cargo, says you huff. My inventory isn't what it used to be, but hopefully I've got something you'll like. Oh, it's you. Hi, how you doing? Oh. I am terribly sorry, but I don't use traps, so I'll just take that. Yep, nope, step back. And I don't want to go near the Expeditions Hall. Scrivener's Dormitory, what is that? Like, can I just kidnap animals? No. Okay, these books are impressive. You see what Grimda keeps in the back. Alright, let's see. What is this joint? Show me your wares or die! The red fill on a character's portrait represents loss of endurance. The bar to the left of the portrait represents the loss of health. The health bar will change color as it gets closer to zero. When health is lower than maximum endurance, a bar in the portrait will indicate the endurance is limited. By bar, they mean it'll start graying out your picture. But considering how many times I've died, you've definitely seen that already. And oh, we just leveled up from walking around. Okay, I'll take that. I don't really know what to do to level up a priest. And you have some mechanic skill, I don't know why. Oh wow, I can actually teach you things? Oh my god. Enemies take burn damage from priest holy radiance. Diction, condense, dazing enemies. Grants interdiction. Okay, that's just an interrupt. With sword and arquebus. And now, anchortizing radiance. Everyone receives less healing. Oh god, no. How about inspiring radiance? You know what? Maybe just go with brilliant radiance. Extra damage could help. You know, you never know.
Hail and well met.
By Wheel's eyeless face, you're one short ogre. Why are you green? And how are you getting the ducks to keep flying around you like that? And let me guess, you smoked a lot of fantasy pot. He claps his hand, laughs. Okay, Snowcat! So few people know Snowcat, much less ogres. Music. Said, you're a scrivener? They let you smoke this much pot on the job, man? Yes, I am! A scrivener! I read books. I write books. I once ate a book, only because it looked like sweet pie. But perhaps it was sweet pie baked to look like a book. Interesting. Oh, I'm also a collector of herbs, flowers, plants. I sell them. Mostly I eat them. Yeah, I can definitely tell you eat them. Shit, potheads this is the pothead goal right here. His job is literally just gathering the herbs and looking at books. Tell me up at the door. Dread Scriveners who work at the Hall of Revealed Mysteries sleep. I'm a Scrivener. This place smells like old stockings. And show me what you have for sale and oh. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely loaded up with a couple of ingredients and mostly drugs. Like a lot of drugs. Scrivener. More Scriveners.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
You should probably check on your pothead over there. He's kind of, he's high as a kite right now. No, he's higher than a kite right now. He's like past the atmosphere. So I'd say he's about as high as an asteroid. Spill tea, empty ink pots, and one detailed sketch of a fire-breathing old dwarf for all that remain of a long study session. It's basically like if college never ended and you had one of those pot-filled dormitories. That's what being a scrivener is in this world. Oh, it's hilarious. I don't really want to deal with expeditions. I could be really cheap and go back to my keep to sleep. Or I could just find a inn or something. Actually, didn't you mention something about a brothel? Let's go sleep there. Get me some of your best women. I want an Orlan, a dwarf, an Almao, and a human. Okay, let's keep exploring. Who are you two? Refugees, so you aren't, right? Well, I mean, how would you know? You're a refugee. You probably just got here. Alright, where's Andra's gift? Hello, Jessica. The expedition's out of Amundsen or just organized grave robbery. Oh, in that case, I'll stay away. Okay, first fires, and from here I can get to Andra's gift, maybe? Oh well, let me check the library while I'm here, at least. I really don't feel like going into the expedition halls. All recipes on the enchant menu use one type of gem, one type of flame, one type of creature part, and copper. Most ingredients are used in multiple recipes. That's why you don't sell your ingredients! Actually, wait, I need to look something up about enchantment, because I want to keep Adair with the Gaun's hammer thing. I don't want him to use anything else, because it just fits with him, you know? Plus, I just put a point into flails. And it looks like on the enchanting menu, I have a... Oh, and I'm just getting levels from exploring now. Okay, Pillars of Eternity. Enchantment! Alright, and let's look at the Grieving Mother's levels. Maybe one day you'll have an actual name, but for now, you're just Grieving Mother. Sorry. Secret Horrors. Cause enemies in the area of effect. Believe their worst fears have been realized, frightening and sickening for the duration. Frightened, sickened, and pain link. Mentally links nearby enemies to target. Poison receives a portion of all damage the target suffers. But these all require 30 focus. Fractured volition. Violates an enemy's memories to bring vivid recollection of past failures to service, leaving the target hobbled and weakened. Dear God, your abilities are fucking nightmarish. Lady. Lady. Maybe you don't need to break people that much. Except for you target string of mind. Damage. Overwhelms the target's mental ability to communicate with one body, paralyzing it. It's causing its own. Damn. Ah! Yeah, your abilities are very, very terrifying. Just pain length. Let's just go with that. And oh my God, she has more. She has talents too. And goes to retaliatory strike, killing an enemy whenever they target the Cypher's will defense. Cypher's increased maximum focus. Greater. Nope. Nope. Greater focus. Yep. Wait, why do you have 30 focus right now? Okay, there's a Temple of Wotica. But before we go in there, I think I'm just gonna hang out in Andra's gift for, you know, because I mean, I don't know if I'll get into a fight in the temple, and maybe I'll want to stuff and things. And, okay, yeah, we're just going to the brothel. You can judge a game by the state of its brothel. If it's, Witcher levels, it's a good game. If it's Witcher 3 levels. But considering this is top-down, that's, probably not the case. So it's this ink shower been blackened by centuries-old fires, surrounded by a path of wildflowers. It looks like a memorial. Call for interested patrons. With another ship lost, a alien merchant vessel dashed against some rocks. No survivors. Well, I know what I'm not joining. Your expeditions. Anyway, right. Wait, his library was in Ducal Palace. Okay then. Let's actually do that first.
Too many mines here, all shallow.
Yeah. Very, very accurate description. Welcome to politics, grieving mother. Everyone's mind is basically non-existent. And the one who is either runs the place or is at the bottom. Oh, time to go into the Ducal Palace. Yes, I am survival expert. Come with me if you want to live. If you want to die, go with the other one. Sidley, hello.
Hail and
Sidley.
well met.
Young woman wears a simple but well-tailored uniform. She watches the coming and goings around here with quiet attention. Hey, new sir, are you just here to see the Ducal Palace? What's the Ducal Palace? Obviously where the Duke is, but anything else? Apparently my character doesn't heard of shit. It's the seat of government here in Defiance Bay. This is where Duke Admeth Hadrit declared freedom from Madarian rule some 150 years ago. Admeth Hadrit. Alright. It's also, she lowers her voice and grins. It's also a hotbed of regional politics. Trust me, the gossip here beats what you'll find in any tavern or brothel in the city. Ah, Deerwood politics. It changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike up conversation in taverns to try to loiter conspicuously in the palace corridors. Wait for news. Who are you? I'm a page here at the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. The pay is not great, but I could think of a better introduction to politics. Oh, you want to get into politics? I hope you have some good bodyguards. And what goes on in here besides... Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings, and ceremonies, and this is the stuff that happens out in the open. She leans a little closer. This is where the Duke and his keys advisors work. There's always someone bartering for a favor. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. But if you want the official version, we have a shrine devoted to Magrin, official records and chambers for political hearing and council meetings. Tell me about the Shrine of Magrin. Defiance is probably gonna chime in now. Okay. It's a symbol of Magrin's protection at Defiance Bay. She's represented the revolutionary spirit of Deerwood ever since independence, and her involvement in creating the Godhammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. And then you immediately forgot the spirit of revolution and went back to comfortable governments. Treasures. That's also where the first of the sacred fires burned. But Firga, tranquil ardent, has a trouble keeping them lit. Firga, again. What kind of records are stored here? Mostly dull official stuff. Census counts, tax records, militia registers. Now I keep my distance. I got curious one day and got drafted into reshelving half the records. Worst day of my life. Is there a hearing going on right now? Sure is. Duke Avar has been meeting with some of the city leaders for weeks now, trying to figure out how to address the legacy. Avar? The whole business is terribly secret, though. I did try to sit in the gallery during my lunch break one day and got turned away. But a lot of the talk concerns animancy, so there's good reason for keeping the meeting behind closed doors. Why is animancy so controversial? Where to begin? Traditionalists think it's a crime against the gods. There's no question that poking around in souls is risky, but the more progressive elements believe it's our only shot at restoring healthy births. It doesn't help matters that animancy research often involves old and Gwithan relics that were illegally looted from ruins in Irglanfith. She makes a quick twitching motion with her index and middle finger. Legacy? I already know about the legacy. Waidwin's legacy. That's what a lot of people call the Rash of Hollowborn. There he goes as punishment for meddling in animancy. You sure it's not punishment for killing a god? I think that would be more involved than practicing animancy. Why am I asking these questions? I already know. But what do you think about animancy? Me, I think the real danger of animancy is confusing a real scholar with an expensive fake. We get a new case here every day. Some poor couple in the Gift or Copper Lane who spent every copper they had on a miracle cure for their unborn child. It never works. It breaks your heart, but there's usually nothing we can do for them. Tell me about the current Duke. What's he like? That would be Avier Wolfgren. Don't let that title fool you, though. Our Dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Aver rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is just what Defiance Bay needs. I agree. Alright, now where's the library? I'm looking for... No, that's... Okay, no. Oh, they pointed out pretty well on here. And we've leveled! And Durance! How does it feel being back in a Shrine of Magrin, and how long has it been? There, you have 1 point in athletics. Rejoice, my confrere, my comrades, 2 fingers of daylight. Lover cried out to the beloved, I am yours. Charming them. No. Requires 4 phrases. Wow, okay, that's a... the sound of his voice, the killer froze stiff. Whew! Goodness slew the beast, but soon face its kin. My son, do you see your sisters across the moor? Yeah, he has a lot of summoning abilities. Decrease duration. I can't pass up a healing ability that doesn't require to rest. Can't. Priest Holy Radiance. Do you know? Okay, let's look at your offensive. Hatchet, spear, quarterstaff, hunting bow, unarmed. Saber, sword, club, pursuit, blunderbuss, great sword, pike. Oh! Soldier, then. Already fits with what I'm giving you, pretty much. Done! You're now a level 6 chanter. Congratulations. And for some reason, I just feel like saving. Let's save! Okay, now let's talk
Greetings.
to this. The woman's head is bowed as her lips move in prayer. Just as you approach, you catch her glimpsing at the statue near her. She notices you and forces a smile. Praise be to Margaret, and welcome to her temple. How may I be of service? Alright, what's up, lady? Her shoulder slumps. This is about the fire, isn't it? She puts a hand on your shoulder. They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. And if they're only symbols, why are you so sad? No, I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now. People need to see them more than ever these days. What exactly does that mean? It's my devotion and my prayers that keep them lit. But lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about are the Hollowborn all over the city. The grieving families, the refugees. How could Margaret allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? Oh, God. Alright. Time to go into Endurance Religious. What strength do we gain from adversity? From trial and test? The fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. A whore wants neither praise nor devotion. A whore wants to be compensated for her services. And Margaret is paid and pleasured in sweat and struggle and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Margaret's womanly heat. Oh, God. And this is shaking your faith? She nods, running her hands through her hair, but I believe Margaret may be speaking to me again. Frantically glancing in direction. This will likely sound so far-fetched to someone like you, especially when there's dudes referring to my god as a whore, and I for some reason don't seem to have any reaction to it. Lately I've been seeing visions, a place in the wilderness with pools filled with sunburst colors, strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens, even while they splash onto the earth. She raised her hands to frame the image of her vision, and behind the falls is a cave, filled with fire and heat and danger, and some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where is it, or how to get there? I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognized the description. To be honest, though, I don't know what I'd do even if I found the place. Ha! Worthless like so many of Margaret's flock, afraid of her god's tests. If Margaret speaks to her, it's a hasten end to a hypocrite's life. And this vision is certainly a jest trap for the weak. And what's the temple like here? Margaret is the most revered goddess among those dear woodlands, so it's no surprise that our temple is part of the ducal palace. Her fire symbolizes trials, revolutions, and the blazing of new paths, all of which are important to us, and all of which none of you seem to actually understand at all. It's like worshipping. Okay, I don't know a really good way to describe this. It doesn't just sound like every single other religion. Okay, this is the statue. This is the first of sacred pyres. When this is lit, so are the rest around the city. Something else? The significance of sacred pyres. They symbolize Margaret's power and guidance, and right now, people of Defiance Bay need to be assured of her presence. Our neighbors in the Valian Republic see us as superstitious, but we're just sensitive to the signs and warnings of the gods. And of course, that's a quest. Alright, now time to go to Hollow Records.
Slow and silent.
It'll end when you all die, I guess. That was a good ending. Hey, hello, Records Keeper. I'm here with
Well
my friend.
met, friend.
Taciturn man with graying hair pours over a tome he's just withdrawn from one of the shelves. He glances up at you with baggy eyes. Yes, is there something I can pull for you? I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints War, trying to find out what happened to someone. We've had a number of inquiries about such information, but I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there's still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will towards Ritzerans. It'd be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. Perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would be different, but I have no reason to suspect you'd be any different from the others. We've come a very long way, and my friend fought in the war. I just need to find out my brother. I don't know what side he fought for. You must understand, I've heard many such stories. I'm afraid there's nothing. Alright then, apparently we just need to be more of a presence here before that shit will go down. Sorry, Ader. Looks like we're gonna have to do a bunch of quests for people around here until we're famous. I am a watcher. Obey me. Only people with official invitations. Well, I definitely don't have an official invitation, so, I'll just leave now. Healing engagement makes it difficult for characters to move away from defenders and melee. However, several afflictions can break engagement, including prone, stunned, paralyzed, and petrified. I'm sounding as cheery as possible about debilitating things, and if they happen to you in real life, you should be scared. Like, if parts of your body are literally turning to stone, try to seek a doctor immediately. But no, if a certain part of your body turns to stone, and you try to move, it will probably fall off. Certain parts, anyway. like your legs, arms. If you knock into something, they'll break apart, and I imagine the pain will either be excruciating or non-existent. Both prospects are extremely terrifying.
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Yes.
Can I pet him anyway?
It's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
Oh, okay, Sagani has to stay in the party now. That's just too funny. Alright, and now it's nighttime, so I'm definitely not going into Temple of Ortica yet.
Is this the old church you were looking for?
Yep. Let's go find a place to rest. Yes, rest.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
Durance, you just have to complain about everything, don't you? Like, seriously. Then loading screen, no loading screen. Ocean, skulls, and food items can be created by pressing the crafting button in the inventory. And if looking down at your hands and suddenly objects appear, formed from things inside of your pack, occurs in real life, don't show it to people or they'll assume you're a demon and they'll burn you at a stake. This is the sounding cheerful section about things that will be horrifying if they ever actually happen to you. Actually, you'll be lucky if you're burned at the stake. Most likely you'll just be stoned or beaten to death. At least burned at the stake, and if they do it indoors, you have a slight chance of dying of smoke inhalation before you burn to death. Alright, time to go to Salty Mast. You guys thought I wasn't actually gonna do it, did you? Nope. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? Apparently leave him on the floor. Hey, hey! Grab this person, go. You can tell. Muggings in, well, almost broad daylight. He's a noble. This man's fancy clothes are ripped. Blood flows from a fresh cut above his eye. He tries to push himself up, but his arm is shaking. He winces painfully. What happened to you? He carefully dabs at his bloody nose with a silk handkerchief. I was just on my way to the club. Slowly stretches out one leg, grimacing at his scraped knees. It's a rough part of town, but the rabble's never been violent. Even a night with Kaylee isn't worth this. Well, clearly you don't have the stuff. You look like you want to have a good time, honey, and I'm all open for business. What? No, I'm not going to try to spend a night with everyone and then reload the save so I don't have to spend any money? What are you talking about? That's horrible. Who does that in video games? It's not like I did that in The Witcher in both brothels to see what it was like. No, of course not. Perception affects the character's chance to cause an interrupt on attacks and improves the accuracy in the reflex event. It may also be used in conversation, scripted interactions, or smaller hidden details. By the way, if you're constantly pointing out smaller hidden details about people around you, they'll think you're an asshole, and they'll probably punch you in the face, breaking your nose.
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaroo of the milkmaid. She knew what she was doing.
I hope you aren't expecting to find the leaden key in here.
Visit new lands, see the sights. I do love travel.
This place, it stills your mind and distracts you.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
Durance knows what this is about. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know why you'd ever play this game without a party.
Hail, traveler.
while my woman watches you suspiciously. One hand is tense at her side, but as you approach, she relaxes and gives you a friendly, weary smile. I don't see many outfitted like you who aren't looking for trouble. You aren't looking for trouble, are you? What kind of trouble are you having? Frown ripples across her blue facial markings. The kind that's bad for business. The local rowdies have taken to harassing my hard-working boys and girls and our customers. They started showing up after this rash of Hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. She looks you up and down, scratches her chin. I've been looking for someone to help me clean things up around here. The nights are too busy sniffing around Duke Aver to bother with us commoners in the gift. And I'd just as soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. You need me to make an example out of these fools? I can't say I'd mind that as long as it solves the problem. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me that these aren't random incidents. Please won't forget me, Jess. You put a stop to these attacks, and I'll find a real nice way to thank you. You got me? There's a look in Durant's eyes like mine. I stumbled upon a herd of deer. He is way too happy here for a priest. Just look at his knuckles are white as he clutches his staff with both hands. He surveys the room. He laughs to himself, low and rumbling. I've got a question. What do you know about these attacks? She raised her hand towards. You only have to step outside to see it for yourself. Those thugs out there just wait and cause trouble for anyone coming or going. Maybe they would have let you pass, however. What's your business like? She rubs the back of her neck. I'm not doing as well as I like with all this trouble. I run an honest enterprise. I'm trying to give folks a little rest and relaxation. Now, you lowers her voice. You help me out, and I'll see about getting you a special discount. Oh, I need to take care of this right now, alright? These ladies cannot be assailed.
Hail,
Alright,
traveler.
first, I'm here for some quiet time. Quiet, loud, however you like it, as long as you pay up front. I've got ladies, lads, a few I'm not quite sure about. Go talk to whoever tickles your fancy. Unless you fancy Cyril, in which case you can settle with me. What can you tell me about Cyril? You must be new in town. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. When I spend time with her, just ask. She's $1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pound. Or so they tell me. Fancy go with her? Less money you can spend in the gift. Shit, I'm rolling in it. You'll find her quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellas at her door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Yeah! Alright, which way's upstairs? Time to go! Yeah, they'll
Gods
kick you out if
keep
they
you.
want to. Old drunkard. Comfort. His robes are torn and stained with vomit. He turns his eyeless face towards you, wiping his mouth. Oh, he's another death godlike. Come for a story. Come for a story. I told all the best stories. Shit. It's my club anyway. I'm going to go now. Wait. You have to be a member. Show them this. And tell them that no one throws me out of the club for a pretty fine and prestigious gentleman. Okay, just gotta look for the room with guards. I drank way too much booze and vomited myself, and now for some reason I don't understand why the lovely ladies of the night don't want nothing to do with me. And that's actually all the time we have for this episode. So, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you like, comment, subscribe. And remember to follow me on Twitter for channel updates, there's dogs and cats, and whatever the fuck else I decide to put up there. So, goodbye humans and non-humans alike, and good whatever applies to you.